Good morning, happy Sunday, It is me, Coach K, your purpose-driven, empowering self-love coach on this morning, coming to just drop some words of inspiration and encouragement to another woman. As I was putting on my clothes and, getting ready to leave out the house, I began to say to myself, something feels special about this 44th birthday. Something is so special about this 44th birthday. And I just began to think all of the things and the good emotions that has arisen in just this 1 week alone of celebrating my birthday. And as I was thinking about those emotions, I said, I just need to do a video just to encourage another woman to don't be scared. Don't be scared to make the best decision that you need for you, for your life, for transition, to make progress and to create change. I know everybody keep hearing me say June 1st, June 1st, June 1st, which was almost June, July, August, September, October, almost 120 days ago. June 1st, I vowed to bring change and to create change into my life, into relationships all over my life, my mindset, my goals, my spiritual walk, my overall life journey. I wanted something different. I wanted to do different things. I'm in this explore and adventurous mode right now. Like, I just want to do so much. I look back and I find myself looking back being stuck in certain relationships, not challenging the man and allowing the man to keep me inside of a box, building friendships where there was no trust and loyalty, holding grudges and not being able to forgive family members or friends or whoever. I was just in a stuck situation. And June 1st, I decided that I would let go and I would find a way to move forward, and that this time I would put God first. So I say to some women, you always say put you first. And indeed, it's very, very important. You always hear me say love yourself first. Take that back. You always hear me say love yourself first. And indeed, I stick to that. But in the midst of loving yourself first, put God first. As women, men, young, old, it does not matter the age or the race. We face situations and we try to do them on our own. And we dedicate so much time and we dedicate every effort. But I come to tell someone, when you begin to put God first, you're not going to have to work as hard. You are not going to work as hard as you have been. Things will transition in a better form. None of us knows the exact time, the timing, but things will transition better for you. So I come to encourage, especially a young woman, don't sacrifice yourself. Don't limit yourself. Learn to value you. Learn to love you. Learn to love you first and put God first. It's a process, but it can be done. I was just telling one of my coworkers the other day, I am 44 years old. 44 years old, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I am 44 years old, and I am just beginning to learn how to challenge men in relationships and not be afraid to challenge a man, because it's what I need to do for Keisha. And to say, if he leaves, he's not for me. And if he stays, he's going to have to adjust and get on board with where God is taking me and what God wants. And at the end of the day, I've had so many, you may have heard me say failed relationships. And that's not failed relationships as a total bad thing, because some of that came from me. Immaturity. A lot of that came from me just not being in the right place to grasp on to what I needed to grasp on. Lack of self-growth. Lack of knowledge. Lack of direction. Lack of guidance. All of those things. And then you have what I have, and then you also have what the man was bringing to the table as well. Total dysfunction trying to be combined to conform to trying to form a healthy relationship, but it couldn't. It couldn't move healthy because it was unhealthy. The ways, the past experiences, the baggage was unhealthy. So the more that you stay together, the toxic begins to pile up and to pile up and to pile up. And eventually you get to a point where you're tired of being in those circumstances, and you're tired of dealing with those situations. And I thank God that 120 days ago, after facing so many different tests, challenges, circumstances, things that tried to break me, not just in my intimate relationship, other relationships, friendships, and in all different areas, I just got to a place to say, you know what? I'm going to redo this whole thing for me. And I'm just going to have a better outlook on things. And I can actually say that even though the storms still come and the tests have not stopped and the defeats I am still going through, I'm fighting still. But my strength, my mindset, my level of determination and this new journey that I'm on is so different. So I encourage a woman, like, don't be afraid. On today, vow to create change for yourself. To let go of the emotions, to let go of the sadness, the pain, the disappointment, the divorce, the bad relationship, whatever it was that broke you, the desire that allowed that pain to enter your heart. I challenge you on today to let it go. Make a vow to let it go. The man, work on you in the midst of it. If he's for you, he is going to be there in the midst of you working on yourself and striving for a better you. And if he doesn't stay, then he's not the man for you. And it took me 44 years to understand that. And God is showing me some awesome things in the midst of this process. So I encourage another woman, don't be scared to find you. Don't be scared to discover the real you. Don't be scared to love you first and put God first and trust him in the process. I promise you, it will be the best decision that you ever made. The understanding, the knowledge, the guidance, and the leadership that you need will begin to come in so many forms. You just got to trust God, and you just got to dedicate your best effort. If for any reason, anything that I've said on this video has stood out to you, and you have a question about my process, you have a question about how I got to this place, how I am continuing to withstand this journey, you're more than welcome to reach out to me through my website, selfloveministry.net. Send me an email. We can talk at any time. Just send me an email. I'll get back with you at my earliest convenience, and we can schedule a time to meet, talk, have lunch, conversate, do whatever. But don't forget to love you first and put God first and keep him first. And everything, every stronghold, every defeat, every problem, any situation that tries to take you out, that tries to discourage your heart and bring that pain and disappointment, God will work it all out in due time. The strength that you need is coming, but you got to make the choice to let go and let God on today. Happy Sunday. I love you and enjoy.